Oh man, oh man. Horizon Zero Dawn.
Bro, I was trying to have out this review like a week ago, bro, but I didn't realize how long and how big this game was. Like, I knew this jump was gonna be somewhat open world, but this jump was like a legitimate RPG, bro. So I didn't realize how long it would actually take me to beat this game. I literally beat. I think when I did the final mission, it said I put 40 hours into this game. So I didn't really. I thought I might be done with this game in like 8-10 hours, and they might have some side missions and stuff like that. Nah, fam. So I apologize for this review coming a little bit later than I had hoped for, but I did finish the game. I'm probably actually gonna go for the plat too, because I got like 64% trophies, man. That's just by me playing the game naturally and not going out of my way to trophy hunt. Anyways, though, so here's gonna be my review of Horizon Zero Dawn. The how can I say this without triggering people? The superior version of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Now, before you Zelda fanboys start, I'm joking, sucker. But here will be my review of Horizon Zero Dawn for the PS4. This was pretty much a huge, exclusive for the PS4 that came out like pretty much towards the ending of February. So this is PS4's current, new IP hit exclusive that it has, and it got a lot of good reviews and stuff like that, and I think it already got over like 2.5 million in sales and stuff like that. So this game is receiving a lot of attention and praise and stuff like that. But here's going to be my review for Horizon Zero Dawn. Is the game really that good, or are all these suckers out here sucking off Sony and it's not that special? I'm about to let you know right now. Horizon Zero Dawn, is it worth the 60 bones? All right, so going over the story real quick in Horizon Zero Dawn without spoiling nothing, you are Aloy, a young girl who has been an outcast who grows up in a world where freaking machines are roaming around the earth, and mankind isn't what it used to be. Quite frankly, it's on the verge of extinction, and she has been an outcast, by all of these tribes, and they don't want her to be accepted, into their tribe and like into their culture. But luckily she has, like, I guess, like a father who's pretty much like adopted her and raised her to grow up into eventually what she becomes, which is a skilled hunter and stuff like that. But she has so many questions and answers of where she came from, because that's not really her father and stuff like that, and she doesn't know who her mom is and where she came from and why is she an outcast and why do people look at her the way that they do look at her. She has so many questions and not enough answers. So as she grows up into the young adult Aloy that she is, she becomes a skilled hunter, and she goes out of her way to find out what her real destiny is and find out why she's in the situation she's in, and just trying to look at what her destiny is. So I guess that's I'm trying to be as brief as possible without like saying what goes on in the story. Honestly, the story was better than I thought it would be, because Guerrilla Games, they're not necessarily known for their captivating storylines, and not that the storyline in this was captivating. I don't think I thought the story still could have been better, but to have a new IP, a open world RPG, this is Guerrilla Games coming from Killzone. Going into this, the story was actually solid, like decent. Like, I really enjoyed Aloy, especially like how they were showing her grow up. I really enjoyed that whole sequence with that. I really thought that Aloy was a really good character to have in this game as the main character. I enjoyed Aloy. I also enjoyed, as I call him, Roast, or Ross. Those were the only two characters that I actually felt some type of connection to. I thought when the game started, like that whole character development that they had between Rost and Aloy. I literally called this man Roast. Between Rost and A and Aloy, I honestly enjoyed that. The character development of those two were strong. But outside of those two characters, I thought it was pretty weak. You didn't really care about no one else, just the way that you didn't really, there just wasn't enough background story to enough of these characters as you would have hoped for, but outside of that, I did enjoy the story for this game. The graphics in this game, let me just touch on this for a bit. The graphics in this game, I don't care what no one says. I've seen Uncharted 4. I've seen it. I've seen Uncharted 4. I've seen The Order 1886. I've seen The Witcher 3. I've seen Bloodborne, Until Dawn. I mean, Ratchet and Clank, you name it. There are some great looking games on PS4, on Xbox One this generation. Horizon Zero Dawn, probably up until maybe God of War 4 comes out. Or maybe The Last of Us 2, bro. Probably probably up until those games come out, Horizon Zero Dawn is not only the best looking next generation game I've seen, it's visually astounding by how good this game looks. We all know that Guerrilla Games is pretty much one of the top devs in the game when it comes to graphics, and this game reminds you that this is Guerrilla Games we're talking about. Now, you can say what you want about Killzone and that franchise. Killzone always had some great graphics, and there's nothing different in this game. This game's visuals, my God. Now, again, I'm not trying to take credit away from Uncharted 4. Uncharted 4 still looks incredible, dude, and I'd say Uncharted has better, probably the character models in Uncharted 4 look better, but overall, as far as the environments and the lighting and the textures and just, the locations, bruh, Horizon Zero Dawn is the prettiest visually, it is the best looking game I've seen, not only on PS4, but since these next gen consoles have been out. I'm playing this junk on the original PS4. I can't even imagine what this junk looks like playing this junk on a PS4 Pro native. Well, I don't think it's native 4K. I think it's 1800p. But still, playing this junk in 4K on PS4 Pro, I can only imagine what this junk looks like. The junk looks freaking incredible on a normal PS4. I can imagine what this junk looks like on a PS4 Pro. Horizon graphics are freaking incredible. I really dug the gameplay of this game, especially when you first start and you're thrown into the world of Horizon and you're playing as young Aloy and you're learning about the machines and you have to use stealth to your advantage. It really makes you feel like at times you're literally hunting these creatures. You really feel like you are a hunter just with the way that they kind of introduce you to the game. I love the stealth aspect of this game. I love the machines are hands down, as far as gameplay goes and as far as the combat and fighting system goes, the machines show you the best aspect of Horizon. The best aspect of Horizon is when you're playing this game and you're taking on the machines that are in this game. If it's the Thunderjaw, which is what I call the T-Rex of this game, or the Stormbird, or the Sawtooth, or the Behemoth, or the freaking godforsaken Rockbreaker, when you are fighting the machines in this game, that is when this game is at its best. I thought, when they were first showing off this game, I thought that having machines in this game were cool and all, but once you really see all the machines that's in this game and how they operate differently, it really makes you appreciate the game that much more. It is an open world game, more open. Again, this junk is more open world than I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be somewhat of an open world game, but this junk is truly a open like this is an open world game, and for this to be Guerrilla Games' first time, pretty much I think tackling on an open world RPG action adventure, game, going from Killzone to this, I got to give them a round of applause for that because this is their first time trying to do something like this, and I thought for their first time it was great, man. So Horizon Zero Dawn, its open world aspect, exploring these different locations, man, I feel like I am tackling everything I want to right now, bruh. Can I ain't preaching, am I? But I think that Guerrilla Games hit, on everything that they were trying to hit on. I got to give them kudos for that because this is their first time trying to tackle a game like this, especially going from a game like Killzone. Unlocking new skills, doing side missions, doing errands, meeting new people, learning about the world that you're in. I loved all that about this game. My only gripes that I would have about this game, let me just get into a few of the cons. When it comes to the humans and like communication, communication in this game, here are some things that I think they could have improved on, because I think the story was solid, better than I thought it would be. I thought the open world aspect was way better than I thought it would be. Again, I thought it was going to be somewhat open world, but not like this. I thought it was really good. I loved the machines in this game. I loved the combat with the machines in this game. I loved the crafting system in this game. Like, you can like craft new, stuff to use to your advantage with the resources that you have, the crafting system, the looting system. Loved all that about this game. I was really impressed. Because again, this is coming from Killzone to this. Like, this is a huge step. So I really got to give them kudos for that, But some of the things that I think they could have done better. The enemy AI in this game, not the machine AI, the human AI. When you are fighting actual humans, sometimes it's like, bro. Sometimes it's like, bro. Like, are you going to try to hit me back? Like, sometimes you can get some of these humans in certain spots and it's like they really can't do nothing. Like, honestly, as long as you have good aim and you aim for the head, like, these humans can't mess with you, bro. And it's like the human AI, I thought that could have been better. I thought they could have been a little bit more smarter, because honestly, you don't really feel like you're really at threat unless you're facing the machines. When you're facing humans, the only way they're going to get you is if there are a lot of them and you're literally standing in one spot. But if you're moving around, you shouldn't die too much by the humans in this game. So the enemy AI with the humans, I thought could have been better. The character development, again. Not speaking about Aloy and Rost. Not speaking of those two. But everyone outside of them, if you weren't Aloy or Rost in this game, you didn't really care about nobody in this game. And they did introduce like other characters that you see multiple times in this game. But again, the voice acting I thought could have been a little more convincing. There's times to where like people, die in this game, and then like the voice acting kicks in and it's just like, you can't sound a little bit more convincing than that. Like, the voice acting definitely could have been better in this game. It's not Dying Light voice acting, but at sometimes it can be cringy, so the voice acting could have been better. The character development outside of Aloy and Rost could have been better. The depth and variety, I guess, of the side missions could have been better, because at times you do feel like some of the side missions are like, okay, talk to this guy, go here, kill this machine, retrieve this, go back and return it to him. So there were like a couple of missions like that to where you kind of felt like you was doing the same thing. But there are different side missions in the game. I just felt like they could have had more depth to these side missions and more variety to these side missions in the game. It doesn't get to the point to where it's repetitive. It just gets to the point to where sometimes it feel like these side missions are more of a chore than, something that you actually enjoy doing. So I thought that could have been better. Outside of that, everything else about this game exceeded my expectations. I really enjoyed this game for what it was. And again, kudos to Guerrilla Games from going from Killzone and trying to tackle on a completely new, genre of a game like this. So, again, replay value. It took me 40 hours to beat this game. So, again, unless you're doing nothing but the main quests, which of course are the best, missions to do. And unless you're just doing nothing but main quests, it's going to take you, I'd say, at least 25 plus hours before you beat this game. Like, when I finally completed this game doing the last mission, I was 40 hours into this game, and I was like, holy crap. Like, it took me 40 hours to beat this game. So, and I think I'm like 54% through the game. There's still like so many more side missions to do, errands, collectibles, cauldrons in this game. That's kind of like Tombs and Tomb Raider, and stuff like that. Skills to unlock, locations to explore. There's so much more stuff to do in this game. So if you're talking about replay value, this game definitely has it. Saying all of that, story, graphics, gameplay, replay value, I would give Horizon Zero Dawn a 8.5 out of 10. Now, again, I know if your game don't receive a 9 or 9.5 out of 10, for some reason, people look at that score as like, oh, that game's a flop. No, it's not. Like, it's really not. 8.5, I was trying to choose between 8.5 or 9. And really, this like, again, this, bro, I hear some dogs fighting outside. It's probably my freaking neighbors, bro. Them dogs are freaking going at it. But Horizon Zero Dawn is a great game. I think it's a great step for Guerrilla Games to take. I'm definitely hoping for a sequel to this game, and stuff like that. And I really feel like if they just tweak a few things and try to, change up this and improve this game could have easily been a 9.5 or 10. But as of right now, once I completed the game and sat back and, went, and thought about, my experience with the game, I would give it an 8.5. Still a great score. I still think that if you have a PS4, this junk is a must cop. So my personal score, I would give Horizon Zero Dawn an 8.5 out of 10. If you have been thinking about getting this game, but you haven't been too sure, I'm here to tell you that you will have fun with this game, okay? It might not be as flawless as some people are making it seem like, because no game is flawless, but it is a really, really good game, a really, really good new IP that's exclusive for the PS4, and a great step for Guerrilla Games, and just with the future, of how of like what games they're going to do. Guerrilla Games, once again, round of applause to you guys. I think you guys did a great job. Can't wait if there is a sequel for this game. I think this junk will be even better. So can't wait if there is a sequel. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, I greatly appreciate it if you rate the video, my brothers and sisters. It doesn't have to be a thumbs up. It could be a thumbs down. But what I do ask every brother, and every sweet, sweet sister, is to just rate the video, my brothers and sisters. Nintendo Switch fans, this is what it feels like to play a game that doesn't drop to below 20 frames per second. Thank you very much. You have a good night.